Hello students, welcome to our history class. I am Miss Annie Itur and today we are going to learn civics chapter, that is diversity in society part 2. Students, in the previous chapter we have learned about unity in diversity. So diversity is a rich social heritage. We have diversity of religions, language and culture. Different customs are observed and different festivals are celebrated in the different religions. A feeling of unity in diversity has invoked by living together for thousands of years. We have also learned about diversity is a great strength. To live with different groups is to experience coexistence. It increases the level of mutual understanding. Diversity is a great strength as it promotes mutual understanding, equitant people with customs and way of living, promote respect for the others and creates unity. We are able to fight social and cultural calamities when we stand unit. Also, we have learned about the secularism, that secularism is a core principle of our constitution. In order to promote the unity in diversity, India has accepted the principle of secularism. As such, India is a secular state. Now, let's learn about the remaining lesson today. Today, we are going to learn 2.3, the contributions of society to our development. 2.4, regulations of society. Now, let's get started with the lesson. The contributions of society to our development. Now, in a first part, we have learned what is society. Society is a group of individual people coming together and sharing their thoughts, ideas, and feelings are known as society. Now, here, what do we learn by living in society? So, now, here, when we live in society, when we live in a group, so how does it help us to develop ourselves? How does it help us to develop our personality? Students will know that our first informal school is our family. We learn lots of things, means informal things in our family. And next, two families are our society. Here we learn lots of things to speak, to walk with our family members. We all know that our mother is the first teacher of us. She teaches lots of things to us. After that, when we go out of family or we go out of our house, then we get involved in groups of people where we make friends. And there also we learn lots of things. And then comes the third place, that is our school. Here we actually get formal education. Now your role of society is very important in our personality development. How does it develops our personality? That we are going to learn today. Now, what values imbibes in ourselves? What kind of values are indicated in ourselves and society? That we will help us to develop our personality. Here, first of the important value that we are going to study, which we get from our society, are which help us to make our personality good, that is cooperation. So now let us learn more about the cooperation. Cooperation. The existence of society depends on the cooperation between individuals. Cooperation is the process of sharing and helping each other in solving problems and removing difficulties. So now students, what is cooperation? Cooperation means helping each other or sharing things with each other. Now here, if you want to live in society or if you want to run society, then cooperation of people is important. If people help each other, then work of society will go smoothly. Otherwise, it is difficult to run the society if there will be no cooperation. Now here, cooperation of people. Cooperation means sharing the things with each other, helping each other. We live in a society. For example, I give name of area that belongs to Saraswati Cooperation Society. Now, cooperative society means that we have accepted all rules and regulations of the society and we have agreed to live with that rules and regulation so that there will be no problems or there will be no troubles while living in the society. So that is very important. And if we are ready to cooperate with each other, then only we can live in a cooperate society. A family cannot remain together without an attitude of cooperation among its members. It is the process of inclusion and moving ahead, taking all sections of society. So, in our day to day life, our family members also help us to do something. Then only we are able to do that particular thing. Otherwise, that is impossible. For example, if I say, if you want to go to school, your mother prepares and give you everything. And with that preparation, you go to school. Same with father, because father is the one who brings lots of things. And with that, we are enjoying our life. So that is what is cooperation. As well as you also have your mother, father, brother, sister, right? So all the family works on what it makes someone to do, okay, and it works very smoothly if all are together being with cooperation. So students, in first, in olden days also people lived in tribal. When they lived in the tribal in a group, they were helping each other and tasks were allotted to each other, and every person used to work with that task, and each and every person did their work. So because of that they lived together and could survive as longer as they can. So cooperation among the individual is very basic of the society. Cooperation is to extend help to each other. Family will not survive to day life with all the hinders and problems happening in society, because society will not make progress in the absence of cooperation, and because of that cooperation is very important in our day to day life and also in our society. Tolerance and understanding. There can be difference of opinion, disputes and conflicts. Prejudice or misconceptions can also lead to conflicts. Conflicts can add with understanding and tolerance. Now students, what is tolerance? Tolerance means the ability or willingness to tolerate the existence of opinion or behavior that one dislike or disagree with. Now as we have studied, there is cooperation in society. In the same way, there may be different opinion, ideas and views. And because of that different opinion, ideas and views, there may be disputes, conflicts and quarrels. And because of that differences in the opinions, ideas and views, there are conflict leading in the society. But here we should have understanding that others may have their opinion, their own views and idea. So for that we must first listen to them properly and understand them, because then only it means what is tolerance. So we should have that quality to understand others. But here, why does conflicts occurs in society? Why does disputes occurs in our society. Disputes means disagreement or argument. So reason behind disputes and conflict may be differences of opinion. That may be the cause. So there should not be disputes. We need to understand each other. If we understand each other, then there will be no conflicts, no disputes among ourselves. There are some people in the society, they don't like conflicts and disputes to be occurred for longer time. So what they do? The people find a way to resolve conflicts to compromise and understanding. Now, what is compromise? Now, compromise means we settle down the things by speaking, by resolving the things. Understanding attitudes leads to lots of new learning. Society provides us an opportunity to learn this simple method of maintaining well-being and peace in society. Now, how this is possible? When we sit together, speak and discuss on the particular topic and try to understand each other, then only we can stop conflict and disputes in the society. And this is how we can resolve what this is mean as compromise. Thus, conflicts can end if people make efforts to understand each other and show a spirit of tolerance. Now, students, tolerance and mutual understanding also enables us to resolve difference between the peaceful and differences that leads into conflict is not in the interest of anyone. Therefore, we must adjust and arrive an impeccable compromise. This period of tolerance, accommodation, and mutual understanding will make our society and social life richer. This will pursue peace and social harmony. An opportunity to perform different roles. Now here we will study an opportunity to perform different roles. Here we are going to talk about our roles in society. We play different roles. Each and every member has assigned a task. Each individual has several roles and responsibilities. Duties of every role are well defined. What do you mean by well defined? The responsibilities are given to particular person and as well as what kind of duty he has to do or she has to do, that is well defined. A particular person will do a particular work. By playing this role at homes and outside, we form a bond with many people. When we work in society, we find a bond between each people. Bond of fraternity, bond of love, bond of cooperation. However, they can be changing in parts or roles as we play different roles in our family. Example, you may be a son or daughter in family, but when you go out, you may be a member of friendship circle. And when you go in school, you have to play different roles in school. For example, you may be a student or a member of school group, or you may be the monitor of the school who has the responsibility of controlling and handling particular class or may be a part of cleanliness department. So everyone has their roles in different parts. So this is providing us by the society. We must carry out our duties related to each of our roles within and outside the families. Regulation of society. The regulation of society through laws and tradition is carried out by different organizations and institutions. The government bodies at the local level also play an important role in process of regulation of society. So now we have learned how ancient people work in olden times. In the same way, to regulate or to work the society, we need some laws. In ancient time, society was mostly regulated with the help of tradition. But in modern times, laws are required and rules are required, as also regulations are required. So with the help of laws and regulation, a society works smoothly. Also, with help of some of the organization or some of society runs the society or regulates their society with the help of traditions as well as that in a new law. So we also learn that the government bodies at the local level also work for the regulation of society, and because of this our society are regulated and running well. And this society are regulated by the rules given by the government. So the government works at the local level too to regulate our students. It is necessary for its smooth functioning. This task was performed by customs and traditions in earlier times. Modern society is regulated by laws and regulation and also with the governmental institution at the local level. So students, that's all for today. I hope you have understood the lesson and have got some information and knowledge from this lesson. Now, let us solve the question answers which are on the page number 64. First question, filling the blanks. First one, to live among a varieties of community is to experience dash. The answer is coexistence. Second one, India is an important dash nations of the world. Answer is secular. Third one, cooperation makes dash in society healthier? Answer is interdependence. Now, question number 2. Answer each of the following question in one sentence. First one, what is meant by cooperation? Answer is cooperation means sharing and helping one another in solving problems and removing difficulties. Second one, why have we accepted the principle of secularism? Answer is we have accepted the principle of secularism to perceive our diversity. Question number 3. Answer the following question in 2 or 3 sentences. First one, what it is that shows the unity in Indian society? Answer is there is coexistence of diverse people for a long period of time. The living together creates feeling of unity among the people. We can see this unity among the people in the times of natural and social calamities. Second question, when do conflicts arise in society? Answer is the conflicts arise in society when the differences of opinion and viewpoints among the people cannot be resolved peacefully. Misunderstanding and prejudice also leads to the conflicts. Third question, what are the advantages of cooperation? Answer is the very existence of the society depends on cooperation. Cooperation helps in resolving problems of individual and society. Lack of cooperation hampers our progress. Cooperation makes interdependence in society healthier. It is the process or inclusion. That's all for today. I hope students you have understood the lesson as well as the question answers. You can write these question answers into your notebook. Thank you students. Remain safe and God bless you.